You suck at shooting, and this tool right here will show you why and how to fix it at the same time. So this little device right here is known as the TrueBreak from Next Level Training. It just showed up in my mailbox. This is not an ad, but I think it's a pretty cool tool that a lot of you guys who like shooting pistols out there could benefit from. When it comes to being proficient at shooting with a pistol, there's a lot of different factors that come into play. One of them being grip, how you have your hands on the firearm, where your finger actually falls on the trigger shoe, as well as having a smooth, consistent, and straight trigger pull. Now what the TrueBreak does is it actually allows the trigger to kind of roll to the left and right as you start taking it up and pulling the slack out of the trigger, which essentially is going to replicate you pushing or pulling the muzzle of your firearm in a real life scenario. If I hold this tool straight out in front of me, you will notice this little kind of flag indicator here. And if my finger is, let's say, too far in, generally you're going to start pulling the trigger, and you will notice that indicator kind of moves to my right side. If I'm not fully on the trigger, you will notice that generally you start to push the muzzle. Now, if you have a smooth, consistent trigger pull with the pad of your finger directly on the center there, it should pull straight back and give you a nice positive click. Once you get comfortable with that smooth, straight trigger pull, you can put this kind of back plate into place, which will basically block your view, make it a little bit more realistic. So when I hold the tool out in a straight line, I actually can no longer see that indicator, and now it is all based on feel if I'm able to pull off a smooth, straight trigger pull, or if I push or pull the trigger, it's not going to allow that trigger to reset. You will see, because I pulled the trigger off to the right there, that this thing is no longer resetting the trigger. So what you have to do is basically tap rack or simulate that, and now you are back in action, and you can train again until you push or pull that trigger. Now it's not going to reset again. There are a few different inserts that you can put into the bottom of this, making it a little bit more difficult as time goes on. All you do is pop the insert out of the bottom, grab the new one. Let's go up to the hardest level. Pop that into place, and now the window or threshold of how precise you need to be with a straight back trigger pull just got a lot harder. So let's see how many reps I can get on this. I've been playing with this a lot, so my dry fire is pretty good right now, but there you go. Trigger does not reset. Tap rack, back in action. So pretty cool device. It costs less than about 2 rounds of ammo. So if you're interested in picking one up, check them out at Next Level Training.